What's up, everybody? Chance here. Today's reaction is not going to be like any other I've ever done. Today's reaction is going to be about something very serious, and that is the effects of PTSD and what it can really do. Now, as many of you guys know, I myself deal with PTSD.
Get the gun, who's the king? You are?
I deal with depression, anxiety, panic attacks on almost a daily basis. Over the last 8 years, I've been through hell and back. That's a fucking lie, you dumb hooker.
This is what happens when Cyrax has no more Fortnite. He's doing this kind of crap. Welcome back to the Cyrax Deep Dive series, my friends. Today, we're going to be looking at Cyrax's recent content that he's been putting out. This is the good stuff. Again, this is the millions of dollars he's missing out every year. He's going to jump right out the gate with this absolute asinine reaction, clearly grifting and pretending like he's upset, and trying to compare a veteran's PTSD to his own. But nobody here should be surprised. It is Chance Wilkins after all. Let's jump right into it.
One of my longtime fans sent this to me on Discord and told me that I needed to take a look at this because it really touched on the very real effects of PTSD and what it can look like. And they did say that, fair warning, you might tear up. And so if you guys see me tearing up, you know why. It's because I've been, through this shit. And so hopefully I don't tear up. Hopefully I don't, get too crazy. With that being said, let's get right into this.
Hold on, Daddy.
It's okay. It's okay.
So according to Chancey here, a long-time fan sent him this video, but be warned, it's gonna be a sad one. Bro plays genuinely 2.5 seconds of the video and walks around for like 3.5 minutes pretending to cry. This is actually the acting we need to save Hollywood, Cyrax. I'm surprised nobody's called you, nobody's hit your agent's line to be in all these movies that are coming out soon. I did hear they're making a new Wrong Turn series. You'd be the great main character. Honestly, if they're really a long-time fan of yours, they'd give you some advice on how to build up them shoulders. Anyways, let's see what else Cyrax keeps saying here, but you know it's only gonna get worse from here.
I know that face all too well. When I was on the edge 3.5 years ago, that same face is the face that I fucking had. This is why I keep saying that trolling needs to fucking end.
No.
This is why I say that trolling needs to be made into a crime. This is why this shit that y'all do with the trolling shit, this right here is a prime example of what you guys fucking cause when you do the shit y'all do. It causes shit like this. It doesn't just affect veterans, it affects everyone. PTSD just doesn't affect veterans, no. It affects normal people like myself.
Yeah, no shit, Cyrax. Everybody can suffer from PTSD. It doesn't matter where the PTSD comes from. There's honestly a billion traumatic things to experience in life. Cyrax, you've never been through traumatic experience outside of Marty putting a little beats on you one time, and you invited him to do that. You literally ran up to him giddy with joy doing it. If trolling were to stop Cyrax, there would be no one to stop monsters like you from hurting people online. If anybody has PTSD, maybe ask Blind Billy. Ask Sally Two Pillows Wilkins. Ask Eddie the Triple Percolator. He'll tell you. For you to have PTSD, Cyrax, you must have done something. You must have been through something. And I'm sorry, Cyrax, fighting those hordes of bedbugs and lice bugs in your room is not quite the same.
God, I feel so bad for this guy. Fuck.
Yeah. Okay. Do I love you? Do I love you? Do I love you? Now I need you to love you. Do you love you? Do you love me? Do I love you? Breathe. Listen to me, do what I'm telling you. Now let it out. Slow.
I genuinely don't mean to come off like some sort of insensitive, mean guy here, but gosh, what's the point of filming stuff like this? Just a bunch of people hooting and hollering and crying. You can't even understand what's actually being said by anybody. And of course, Cyrax's quality is such dog crap that it's glitching, lagging, skipping every 5 seconds. What happened, Chansey? I thought you guys had that good old internet package. I thought you guys got them new routers. What happened? So if you guys go back a couple of seconds, you'll notice that like Cyrax will freeze frame staring, and then like it'll update a second later with his mouth agape and his missing teeth showing, and it's honestly some of the funniest things you'll ever see in your life, unironically.
Now breathe in, hold it 3 or 4 seconds, let it out slow. Hold it 3 or 4 seconds. Breathe in, let it out slow. Hold it 3 or 4 seconds. Don't talk. Don't talk. Breathe out. Watch your breath as it leaves your mouth. There you go. Now let it out nice and slow. And let it out nice and slow. Now breathe in. And then breathe in. Okay.
Come on now, brother. We got you, brother. There you go. See?
Did you let go of disapproval of yourself?
Jesus Christ, man. Dude, that was heavy as fuck.
As beautiful as it is to see this family helping this young man go through this, it's absolutely deplorable and despicable to see Cyrax trying to feign for attention in the corner there, and somehow act like he goes through this. Somehow this is what the trolling has done to him. It's absolute horse poopy, and we all know that. But now we're gonna get a fun little rant from Cyrax, I'm sure, so let's see what he's got to say and stop interrupting him. Just kidding, I'm gonna keep interrupting him.
I understand that feeling all too well because 3.5 years ago when I had attempted, I had those same thoughts in my fucking head. I had those exact same thoughts. And you know, people seem to think that PTSD just affects our troops or veterans. It affects everyone. It affects so many people on so many different fucking levels. And this is exactly why I advocate for mental health.
Are you sure about that?
And why I say that trolling needs to be taken more seriously than what it's being taken.
Somehow, someway, Poop Tooth McGee over here, one lung Larry if you will, always finds a way to outdo himself and make himself sound even worse. If you know a little thing or two about good old Chance Wilkins here, you know this is just a bunch of stolen valor. The only thing this man truly has PTSD from is shitting himself all over his grandma's attic. Snaggletooth McGee over here claiming that all he does is want trolling to end because of the mental health implications is totally untrue. He tells people to kill themselves all the time. He literally calls people slurs. He literally says the worst, absolute, most disgusting things possible to people every single day, anytime he gets a little mad, including his own grandmother. Cyrax doesn't advocate for mental health, because Cyrax doesn't give a crap about mental health. This is just a woe is me, give me some attention, wah 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 stuff.
This is why I constantly say that somebody needs to step up and do something because of shit like that. Because of PTSD, because the thoughts get to their head and they don't know what to do and they feel like there's no other choice. I should know because I felt that way 3.5 years ago, both times. I felt like nobody cared. I felt like the world would be better off without me. I wanted the pain and the suffering to end. I was terrified. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know how to think. I didn't know how to feel.
So as expected, Cyrax doesn't know what the hell PTSD is, and he definitely wouldn't know what it is if it hit him with a 10-pound hammer. Absolutely nobody is surprised that once again Chance Wilkins is saying somebody else needs to stand up for him because he has PTSD and he doesn't know what to do anymore. And goddamn Chance, I have PTSD from looking at that ugly mug, but you don't hear me complaining.
So I understand that feeling all too well. And to that veterans, battle buddies, and his parents, good job on you guys. Good fucking job on y'all, man.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Fuck. That was brutal. What's up, guys? It's Chance here. So, I watched some of the comments during my last live premiere video for my latest reaction video on something that was very important to me and something that touched really close to home for me as far as the subject matter goes. And I also read some of the comments afterwards. And quite frankly, I am very taken back by how fucked up you guys are that actually joined in on that shit. I am genuinely taken back and disgusted at how you guys could think that me reacting to something so serious can be funny. Because, you know, that shit right there is very fucking real.
There just ain't no way you can convince me that Cyrax was taken aback in the slightest by the reactions or the comments he got on his latest video. He has literally been bullied every time I've ever seen a video of his ever on YouTube. It's just full of comments calling him all kinds of names, throwing all these accusations at him. I've never one time seen people be like, yeah, good job, Chance, great video. Yeah, I agree on that take. They're just calling it what it is, just like I'm doing, just like other channels are doing. I'm just looking at it with my good eye, and I seen it, and it was terrible, brother. I just watched it with you.
Like I said in that video, not only do our troops deal with that kind of stuff when they go to war and come home, but I deal with a lot of that stuff as well.
So that was a fucking lie.
I deal with PTSD as well. Because of what I've been through for the last 8 years, I do genuinely deal with that. It might not be that bad at times, but sometimes it does get that bad for me. And the fact that you guys can sit there and laugh at that is disgusting to me. Which is why, anytime I see any kind of trolling in the comments on any video or in any previous video, I'm going to start banning you. Because quite frankly, I would rather have 100 real fans than 1,000 fake fans any day.
It's so silly to see Cyrax talking about having fans knowing that everybody who watches him literally hates his guts. Like, even his grandmother. It's honestly incredible to see Cyrax putting the moral line here, like, this is where I stop it all, this is where the trolling has gone too far. Definitely just another grift for Cyrax to try to wiggle his way into another community, get some sympathy from some people, maybe get some help, etc. It's really slimy and it's really disgusting, Cyrax, and we see right through it.
I would rather have real supporters watching my stuff instead of trolls watching it. Because you trolls don't deserve to watch it. The people that actually like my content are the ones that deserve to watch it. And if you're offended, well good. I want you to be offended. Because you should be ashamed of yourselves. Half of you guys are grown-ass adults, and some of y'all are even older than me. And y'all are acting like fucking high schoolers. And it's honestly sad. It's disgusting and it's truly fucking sad because, like I said in the video, you trolls are everything that is wrong with social media. And then when they respond,
say it ain't so, Chancey, you don't think we deserve to watch this absolute dog water content? You're right, we don't deserve this. We should be watching something of substance. That's why we're here on the Swampy D channel, where we turn your hot garbage into slightly less hot garbage. But at least over here we can know that we have freedom of speech, we won't be banned, we won't be deleted, we can say all the little jokes about the goblin dwelling regard we want, and nothing will happen. You hear that, folks? Cyrax says he wants you to be offended, so definitely go out of your way to make sure he knows you're offended in those comments from now on, because he's asking it, he's telling you right now that that's what he wants from you.
So, tell me again how I'm the bad guy and what I'm doing. I'm out here trying to spread awareness about mental health and how trolling and you guys doing what you guys do affects people like myself on a daily basis. Because believe it or not, it does affect me on a daily basis. I mean, you guys might think you know what's going on when the cameras are off, but you really don't. There's a very select few people that actually know what's going on. So what I don't understand is how you guys can sit there and continue to do what you guys do. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I thought we were all grown adults here. All I see when I look at the troll comments and my comments on my videos, I don't see a bunch of adults. I see a bunch of unemployed, uneducated, idiotic man-children with no life skills. And nothing going for them.
Chance, the only thing you're spreading around is those bed bugs and lice scabies. What you need to do is go take a nice warm shower, spray some of that bed bug jug around, stop huffing it, and stop picking your scalp. Maybe you'll have better health, better mental health. Stop yelling at your grandmother, stop fighting with double perky Ed, because now he's double perked up these days because he's got to handle you all the time because he has PTSD, and maybe, just maybe, you'll feel a little bit better.
So maybe if you guys actually got off your asses and actually got a fucking job, you might actually be getting somewhere in life, but you're not. Which is what I find so hysterically funny, because you guys think that in 10, 11, 12, 13, 20 years, you know, when my mom passes away, that I'm going to be homeless. I'm not. I'm going to be living in my own place, running my business as a music company.
Are you sure about that?
As a record label. And as a freaking music artist with my friends, making money. And I know that's a huge thing for you guys to grasp. I know that's a very big thing for you guys to grasp. Oh my God, Chance is actually doing something with his life.
It's not a hard thing to grasp, Chance. You're just not doing anything with your life. You're literally sitting in the same attic you've been in for years, wearing the same clothing. You literally pulled out a beanie we haven't seen since like 2021. You wear kitty gloves. You act tough. You got a broken microphone that hardly works. Nothing you do is of substance or value. But somehow, some way, Chance, you are the biggest projection monster I've ever seen come across the internet here. But continue on. Tell us how we just don't grasp how you're doing big things in life, buddy.
That's because I don't sit around on the internet all day and run my mouth. I don't sit around on the internet all day and talk shit. I work my ass off, I do my job as a content creator, and then I hang out with my friends. I do my job. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and appease the fucking masses who want to see me rage out. I refuse to do that. Because like I said, my content isn't for the trolls. My content is for those like myself who have actually been through some real fucking shit. And they need a place to come and set their burdens down and hang out for a little bit and chill out and have a good time. So if you are offended by the content that I make,
Cyrax is always talking about his channel being some sort of hub for his friends to hang out, and honestly, outside of the trolls, there's nobody there, Chance. So what friends? What friends? I know you like to keep them secret these days, allegedly, but I think that's just because you don't actually have any friends. History shows that you have consistently thrown any friend's name out there the moment you can. Try to scare off the trolls like, look, I have a real friend. Like it's ever gonna do anything. But keep on being delusional, Chance. We're gonna keep on pointing and laughing.
But yeah, it is what it is. If you enjoy my content, thank you. I love you. You guys are awesome. For those of you that do enjoy my content, I do love you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. You guys are awesome as hell. And for those of you that don't like my content, well, go watch something else. Because this channel ain't for you guys. It's for the weirdos and the outcasts like myself that you guys show. So if you don't like my content, hit the door. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Peace out and go watch something else.
Thank God that's over. So now Cyrax is gonna go on another Cyrax rampage on Facebook looking for help against the trolls as always. Nothing new here in the Raxiverse, just a bunch of the same.
I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I can't take this no more. I am beyond fucking depressed. Y'all don't know how bad I want to fucking put hands on William and beat the living out of him until he ends up in the goddamn fucking hospital. Y'all don't know how bad I want to put hands on this for what he's done to me, for what he's done to all of us, to my friends, my family. I don't have a console. I don't have a PC. My family can't afford to get my Xbox or my PC fixed. And every time somebody tries, that blackmails anyone who tries to help or steals from them.
Remember, Cyrax is an advocate for mental health, but he wants to beat the brakes off of William Gloryhole. That's definitely an advocate for mental health, that's for sure. What happened, Chance? I thought you had all these resources, this house, all this money from your music, all these tours, etc. But yet you don't have any money for a new Xbox? It's almost like you contradict yourself every single time you speak, Chance.
And I'm getting fucking tired of nobody having any answers. I am literally sitting here going fucking nuts. Every day that goes by, I get more and more depressed because nobody seems to have any fucking answers. And I'm not mad at you guys. I'm not. But it seems like anytime anybody tries to help, they're either a fucking troll or they don't have any answers like they say they do. And quite honestly, I'm getting fucking fed up with it. Like I said, y'all don't know or can even understand how fucking badly I want to put hands on this mother and put that goddamn little piece of shit in the goddamn fucking hospital. Y'all don't know how badly I want to beat the ever-living fucker. I wish y'all knew how. The only reason why don't go the illegal route and have somebody find him that way, it's because I don't want to end up going to where he's at and catching him in charge.
Of course, Cyrax is a broken record and only has a few catchphrases, so he's sick and tired of it, just like he has been for the last 8 years, allegedly. If he was so sick and tired of it, don't you think he would have gotten up off his ass like he's telling all his friends here to do, and have done something about it? I don't know, Cyrax, you're not helping your case. Every single time you open that little hole that you call a mouth, all I can't help but wonder is, where the hell's the bedbug jug?
That's the only reason I don't go after him, because I don't want to catch a charge. Because if I go there, I will catch a charge for either assault and battery or murder. And I don't want that for myself. What I want is for somebody to come up with a bulletproof solution to end this and to end his little friends. I am sick of living like this. I don't deserve this. None of you guys deserve this. My family don't deserve this. Somebody needs to do something because I'm getting fed up with it. This is why we need some sort of outside help from some sort of law enforcement who will actually step up and do something instead of running us all around in circles. I can't do this anymore. I need to get my life back. And the only way that's going to happen is if somebody from the outside steps in, steps up, and actually does something. I need outside help.
Say it ain't so, Chansey. You're out here threatening all these absolutely depraved things on people. Harm upon them, bodily harm even. We all know if William Gloryhole showed up on 339's doorstep, Cyrax would be hiding up in the closet like Anne Frank, just like he did with Marty. Realistically, you wouldn't leave Akron because you're scared of catching a charge. You'd catch a charge in Akron. It seems like you learned a little bit from that whole aware of myself situation, but not enough to realize that the 43s can't protect you in this situation.
I need help from some sort of law enforcement or FBI or detectives or somebody who can legally do something, because I am tired of living like this every day, being depressed and not being able to do shit with my life because of some ghost on the internet. I'm getting sick of it. Y'all don't know just how bad I want to get my life back to normal. I want my life back so goddamn bad that I can't stand it. I really do. I want to get back to being who I was before all this bullshit. This person I am now with all this shit going on, that ain't me. Ethan and Matt can tell you that for themselves. Who I was before this on my original Facebook, that's who I really am. That's who I need to get back to being. But in order to do that, I need William and Edward Boy and Marty shut down permanently. Or at least made to where they can legally not do anything to me anymore. And I'm getting sick of no one doing shit. I'm sick of the cops not doing shit. At this point, yo, I don't care what it takes. I want this fucker found. I want him found, and I want him stopped.
Just like every other Facebook leak call we get to hear, Cyrax is a crying, he is a lying, and he is a whining, saying the same things over and over and over. Somebody's gotta find William Gloryhole and somebody's gotta put hands on that man. And I'll tell you this right now, Cyrax, if one of them bedbug goons touches my boy Willie G, I'ma come at you with the whole army, buddy. We're all coming, jugs in tow. Cyrax will be the first one to act like a victim, like he's the one being bullied, but as we've seen in this whole video, Cyrax has been the antagonist the entire time.
I want him stopped. I want him stopped by any means necessary. And so it doesn't end up in him getting killed and somebody catching a charge or anything like that. I want this guy found, I want him exposed, and I want him stopped. I cannot live like this any longer. I need to be living my life the right way. Because what I'm doing now is not living. It's merely existing. And I'm tired of just existing. I want to live my life. I want to be happy again. I am tired of going through this shit with this asshole. And you guys being attacked, my family being attacked, you guys being stolen from that are trying to help me. Y'all don't deserve that shit. And neither do I. And neither does my family. These motherfuckers have stolen from all of us. in one way or another. And I think it's about goddamn time we figured something out.
We're gonna cut it off there, my friends, for the day, but thank you so much for coming in here for another Cyrax Deep Dive episode here with us on the Swamp Dweller Live channel. Nothing's ever really gonna change here. It's gonna be the same old song and dance until somebody apparently finds Willie G in the wild. We'll see how that all goes for Cyrax. This call to arms isn't gonna work out very well, I could assume. He's calling out the president, he's calling out the FBI, he's calling out the law enforcements, he's calling out everybody, but nobody's helping him, and he's wondering why. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Do all those things for the interactions, and I'll see you soon.
No, I didn't forget. The bedbug jug, I'm waiting for it. Bedbug jug, bedbug jug, bedbug jug, bedbug jug. I'ma need that shit. Run me that shit.